Anyways. But yeah.
Call of Duty in the 1800s. Wait, would it be in
That would be friggin' awesome.
Would it be in black and white and then
Call of Duty in the 1800s? You mean real war?
Call of Duty in the 1800s.
Would it be?
Oh man, I went on a kill streak. What do I get? Oh, I get another bullet.
But it'd be in black and white with some guy playing the piano. Once you die, it goes into the showing you the text. Guy just yells, "I died due to the lag." It's just text.
If your team's going on a good streak, you get a bonus called Antietam's Rush, where you just completely rape the enemy team. God dang it. Well, history jokes. Jesus
Christ. How do I know you're going to become the favorite member, and you're not even an official member of Viral Lines? You're just kind of here.
Just World War II, just 1950s. Just go to the 1940s.
What are the 1800s? That's not World War
I know,
II.
but like fast forward to the 1940s, just go in World War II style. People jump into the trenches, get stabbed. Fucking noob!
You're gonna
why you meleeing and shit? Fucking noob tactics.
That's World War
1940s?
No, but the trench warfare.
That's World War I.
I thought it was both World Wars.
Not really.
I know World War II had some trench warfare.
Yeah, really though. That was when they started.
World War I was trench warfare, and then when they figured out, oh hey, we can like freaking artillery strike these guys and completely kill them.
It's like, what the hell?
Pretty much, Hitler just figured out, oh hey, there's this thing that we came up with. It's called the Blitzkrieg. It's where you pretty much just overwhelm the enemy and kill everything.
That's a grand idea.
It's like, oh, well, the Nazis figured that out.
Oh, we figured out our weakness.
Not our one weakness.
Not skiers.
Oh, claptrap.
God dang. Call of Duty in the 1800s would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
What war was in the 1800s? Civil War?
Battle. Ain't.
No, Civil War was 1700s.
1700s?
No, 1700 was revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
So yeah,
1800 was Civil War.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Abraham Lincoln makes an appearance.
Abraham Lincoln, he comes in and he starts killing all the vampires.
And then all the soldiers like, fuck this shit, we'll fight war.
Yeah. That movie was actually really good.
Does it incorporate historical facts with him being a vampire hunter, or is it just kind
Somewhat, but not really.
It's just the face of Abraham Lincoln.
Here's the thing, the entire end of the movie is him and like his like kind of mentor guy. Spoiler alerts. Like they're trying to
Don't say that.
Like they're trying to get all the silver to the Union because like all
the Confederates are
all
vampires.
the Confederates are pretty much vampires. Like 90% are vampires. So
that explains why they wanted to use slave labor.
So
that explains
they
why
couldn't be outside during the day to pick the cotton.
Yeah, so they have to silver line all of their stuff.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty much the entire thing is like they're on this train line, and all of these vampires are like trying to get this train because they heard like, oh man, all the silver's on this train, we need to stop it. So they go on there, and like he's on there trying to protect it, and then it turns out, oh, Mary Todd Lincoln. Oh wait, it was like, oh yeah, this isn't the only railroad. Oh, what other railroad in the Civil War? It was Underground Railroad. So it turns out all the black people had all the silver and they got it to the Union and they helped, and then Mary Todd Lincoln completely just messed up one of the zombies in the end. Like
zombie
vampires.
Yeah, vampire. Vampire zombie, same difference. One's stupid, one's not. The thing is that like one of the enemy vampires, like she shows up at the Union camp, and then she's like, Mary Todd doesn't even ask anyone like, can you help me? No, what she does, she takes this silver chain off of her neck, and it's played by the girl who plays Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim. She takes it off her neck, she puts it inside of this cowboy rifle,
just shoots a chain.
shoots a chain and like this like cross or like this like tooth thing that's made of silver. It's friggin' awesome.
It sounds awful.
No, it's a great
Does
movie.
it end with Abe's death, or does it just...
No.
John Wilkes Booth is a vampire.
I wanted to know if
It
it was.
ends with them leaving the White House after his term, I think.
But he, yeah, he did finish it out. That's
Yeah. He just got killed because the fact that, you know, he's a noob.
He was a good at Call of Duty.
Yeah.
John
Wilkes Booth, he could play with the lag.
And John Wilkes Booth was pro, yo.
Yeah. He could quick scope.
He quick-scoped Lincoln.
No scope. Oh!
I consider it's not really impressive if you no-scope a pistol.
Yeah.
I guess maybe back then it might have.
What you didn't hear was that it was the most amazing 360 no-scope ever performed. Hey, Lincoln, watch, check this shit out. Boom! And Abe Lincoln was so traumatized by it that he fell off the balcony.
He was shot in the head. That's why it was an impressive 360 no-scope.
It was so impressive that while Abe Lincoln was looking at him, he managed to get hit in the back of the head and fall off the balcony.
The bullet did a roundabout.
The story
The
nobody
bullet
ever...
pulled a 360.
That's a 180, Zach.
No, the story that...
It's
The
a
story nobody
360
ever...
that missed.
The story nobody ever heard is that it was actually a 720 no-scope. But the difference is the fact that he actually no-scoped Mary Todd Lincoln and shot her in the face, and Abe was just blown away and fell off. And he managed to
The back of his head exploded and he fell off the balcony.
Exactly. This is history. We need to find the facts.
I read it on the internet. It's real. It's on Wikipedia.
Yeah, let's rewrite this on Wikipedia.
I'm going to. And then...
Just at the end, just at the...
Like a 720 360 no-scope. 720 360 no-scope.
Just go to the fucking assassination of President Lincoln and just like go to the very end. It's like what you may not have heard about this.
720 no scope. Mary Todd Lincoln dies. Abe explodes.
That's fantastic.
John Wilkes Booth was actually the ancestor to Chuck Norris.
Actually, John Wilkes Booth was a super noob, and he walks in with a freaking RPG.
Booth was a Templar. I'm going to Assassin's Creed now.
He just went in and
he was camping.
He was
camping the theater.
He was camping the theater. He came with a ballistic knife of all things.
Bastard!
Hey, Abe Lincoln, what? Fag.
There was no bullet involved.
Ninja Pro.
I don't care. You think I care? I don't even care.
You see, they scrambled his radar so he didn't see him coming.
God.
Oh, Christ.
You know, and then the other people, the government, were like, no.
See, you don't get this kind of talk with Halo, because in Halo, the shields would have just blocked it. Abraham Lincoln would have turned around. John Wilkes Booth would have died instantly.
That would have been a beatdown from behind.
Assassination.
He could have done an assassination.
He threw him over the balcony.
But you don't get a one-hit shot in the back of the head with a magnum.
Yeah.
If you pummel, you do.
Well, yeah, if you pummel, but do you think John Wilkes Booth came in and he was like,
boom!
Damn straight! Damn straight, he was a Spartan!
John Wilkes Booth comes in, hey Lincoln, what?
Took out his shield!
Oh,
that was the one thing I didn't understand about ODST. There was a shield in ODST. I mean, technically not really, but...
ODST is still my favorite.
That game was kick-ass.
Like, yeah, it's the best campaign of any Call of Duty I can think of. Well, not...
Whoa!
Of any Halo.
Halo Duty 3.
Yeah.
Halo Duty ODST 3.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5 on the battlefield with assassins.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 6.
Creed.
Salvation Army Edition.
Oh, you know, you gotta supply it. They added one new gun. Whoa! Watch out!
That reminds me of Call of Juarez. Like, I actually played Call of Juarez. In that game, the sequel for Xbox 360 wasn't that bad. And then they came out with like another sequel to that sequel called Call of Juarez like 3, The Cartel, and it bombed because like they went from alright, Civil War era to like modern, or like the 80s and 90s. And it's like
you gotta do the middle.
It's like, here's the thing, what would you rather do? Would you rather walk around with like an AK, or would you rather walk around with a Derringer?
I'd rather walk around with a Derringer.
It'd just be cooler. It's like, yeah, it gets 2 shots and it's a sack of crap, but it's like you're carrying a freaking Derringer.
Let's face it,
it's cool.
Let's face it, we enjoy the games in the past because
they
we
have
don't live
interesting
them.
weaponry.
And we, well,
I own a 1937 Mosin
I'm not
Nagant.
even gonna say about that. I mean, in the future, when we're shooting freaking lasers out of guns, we'll be playing freaking Call of Duty, thinking those guns might have been primitive, but they're cool.
Yeah, it's like,
Because
no
the old
shot
guns-
They
actually.
shoot metal out of them. Lol.
Yeah,
It was
look.
before we have like advanced
Mass Effect
alien.
cores.
Yeah, really.
No one will be playing Halo in the future. because-
Mass Effect, man. These guns are so shitty. It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Covenant weaponry with the plasma. That's so last year.
Spartan lasers, just noob.
Spartan lasers are
Child's play.
Spartan laser to them's a freaking bit. Mosin Nagant is my best example since you got one. It's the only good I can think of.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I mean, actually that's making me think. Mass Effect. I have no idea, like, Mass Effect 1? I played Mass Effect 1 back when it came out, and the thing is, I played that, and I hated it. And then I played Mass Effect 2, and it turned out to be one of my favorite games, like, on the Xbox.
I've never played Mass Effect, so I can't even be.
My brand.
My brand. Yeah.
You know, the thing is, like, I really liked Mass Effect 2 compared to Mass Effect 1. One thing that they did was, Mass Effect 1, first of all, the gunplay sucked. I didn't like the gunplay in the first game. But the second game, what they did was, they took, the idea from the first game was, like, every gun runs on a Mass Effect core. Which, you know, they still do in the later games. But these Mass Effect cores are, like, built into the gun. So, like, it was just an overheat module. Pretty much, if you fired the sniper rifle, you got 1 shot. And then it would go...
So it's the Covenant weaponry.
It's pretty much like the Spartan laser, however you didn't have to charge it up, but it took a crap ton longer to cool down. But they had that for every gun, but like some fired more than others.
Like the beam rifle, you got 3
Yeah.
shots into like
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, it's
Or
hot.
like the pulse rifle. Like, you know, the
Yeah.
one that goes...
Good.
Yeah.
The pulse rifle. Just can't think of the pulse rifle.
It's pretty much like the assault rifle.
Oh, plasma.
Okay,
Plasma rifle.
No,
guys.
it's the pulse
It's
rifle.
called.
I know I'm gonna have a very
I don't know
different
names.
opinion than a lot of people on the internet, but I
Yeah,
thought
that's
Mass
great.
Effect 3 was a great game and had a really bad ending.
You never played the game, and a lot of people think that.
That's the point. Mike, you're ruining my jokes.
It's Mass.
It is a very... Mass Effect 3 is a very good game with really crappy ending, yes.
And then I've seen they came out with like the whole new endings, like check this shit out. And
Yeah,
the new
check
end-
out.
And the new ending's the same.
We're listening
thing.
to our fans. We're listening to our fans that they didn't like the ending. So,
Yeah, but-
so we added a new one to appease them, and it's just the same
Same thing
exact
with
one
different
except
colors.
a different color.
I find it funny because I have...
No, it was new ending, but it was the same new ending in different colors.
Yeah.
The same issue we had with the first one.
But see, the thing is like, I really, really like the, you know, Fallout 3, like a ton. But
Yeah.
the thing is that it, when it came out, had a really crappy ending. They did the same thing by elongating the ending and making it a never-ending game by adding a new DLC that cost $15, and everybody was okay with that. BioWare does it, and it's like, oh god, BioWare, you're selling out, and you're ruining your game, and you had such a great game, and you have a crappy ending, so you're going to give us a DLC. Bethesda did it, and it was like, nobody gave a crap. But I guess that's also because Bethesda compared to BioWare. And
Bethesda's worship.
But also wasn't.
Bethesda can make the same game with really no alteration aside from, hey, this one has different weapons and different RPG system, kinda. like
And it'll sell like hotcakes.
yeah, it's like Fallout compared to Skyrim, pretty much the same freaking game with different RPG systems.
But
Which is funny because I love those games, but I critique them a lot.
let me make a.
But BioWare, like, I'm just Dragon Age. Compared Dragon Age to friggin', Mass Effect. Two completely different games aside from like the 3D third person aspect. But the fact of the matter is, like, they don't get praised for that really. I don't know, that's weird.
But wasn't Mass Effect also done by EA?
It's EA, but it's
developed by BioWare, but it's got EA on it.
It's just published by EA.
Yeah, but I think that kind
EA
of
is
proves
awful.
the point of
Everyone hates EA.
EA people don't like. So
Yeah.
when EA,
Because Electronic Arts just
if
Oh, the May
BioWare-
13 real good.
but even if BioWare is the one that made the game, people look at that EA,
yeah.
and that's where they have the issue. So any little bad aspect that EA ever does, well, there's an issue.
Yeah.
Even if they want the thing. Bethesda doesn't have that issue. Because Bethesda
doesn't have EA on it.
Bethesda's published by Bethesda.
Yeah, they publish their games. Actually, that's one fun thing about Bethesda is the fact that, like, you play a Bethesda game, like Fallout, and then you
It's a
actually go
Bethesda
to
game.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And then you go to Bethesda Station in Washington, D.C., and it's really fun. Also because the fact that, like, Fallout 3, it's not a faithful representation of D.C., but it's kind of cool, like, landmarking it. Like, seeing...
And that plot was in Fallout 3.
Yeah, like...
Still standing.
It's funny because Fallout 3, like, none of it's accurate compared to today, but it's also a completely different timeline, so, it doesn't make any sense.
Does it have the Clinton Memorial?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It does
The
have...
Clinton Monument?
It does have the Clinton Monument, but...
That's so funny.
But also, like, one thing is the fact that the Washington Monument in real life, it overlooks the reflector pool, like,
Yeah.
up to the Lincoln Memorial. That is not really in the game at all. Like, there's the reflector pool, there's Lincoln Memorial, and over here is the friggin' Washington Monument, over by the mall, which the mall is nowhere near the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
The Washington Monument in real life is out in the frickin' open
But don't
field
you
with
know
a bunch of
anything?
cherry
The
blossoms.
nuclear bomb blew it over.
Yeah.
It just stayed
Physics!
intact in the entire, like, that entire tectonic plate just
Yeah,
sat.
Earth platelets, go.
Physics.
What?
Oh.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
continue about physics.
No, physics.
Physics.
When the bomb blew up, it just kind of lifted the stuff and just moved it over. Cause
That's how it works. That's how
bombs
physics
work.
work.
Yeah, but it didn't blow up anything. It's kind of gently moved it over.
Well, you see, after Sabrina defeats you in battle, she shrinks you. Oh, you're talking about physics, not psychics.
Oh, shut the hell up.
And then we made Pokemon references.
Lol.
My
Anyway,
favorite Pokemon is Pumbloom.
you remember that episode where Ash caught a palm bloom?
No!